I'm reading Parts by Richard Schwartz, and this is amazing. So you have parts of yourself, any negative emotion or behavior or anxiety or whatever, that's like parts of you, they're not you. It's like you at a certain age or whatever that is still kind of controlling your life in some way, could be. So sometimes the parts blend with yourself, and yourself at the core of you is not anxious or fearful. It's a very like healing, present, like great person. And like when you feel yourself, you'll know it's yourself. I don't know if I'm not explaining that well right now, but okay, so these parts will often blend with yourself, so you think that yourself is the part when really you're not the part. So last night, I'm traveling alone for the first time in 5 years. I'm in the desert, so I was so scared last night after it got dark. I just got like really scared, and there's one door that doesn't have a curtain, so I was just like really fearful. And this says that, and so I would say that part was blending with myself, and this book helped a lot. But so you might in other words, at least temporarily, you become the part that has blended with you. And it literally says you are that fearful young girl or the pouting little boy you once were. Why do parts blend? Protective parts blend because they believe they have to manage situations in your life. Which, yeah, I was so scared because that young scared girl in me thought that she had to manage this situation of keeping me safe throughout the night. This is crazy. They don't trust yourself to do it. Oh my gosh. So I was only in the beginning of this first chapter last night, and I talked myself through. It tells you kind of how to talk to your parts. And I got to that point of, I did another video on this, but like got to that point where I realized that part of myself that was scared didn't trust myself to take care of the situation. And so what ended up really helping, I like talked to that part, and I said, like, because you're supposed to say, like, I appreciate what you're doing. Like, I appreciate you so much for trying to protect me. I appreciate you for trying to keep me safe. I also want to keep myself safe. And do you see everything that I'm doing to make sure that you're safe? Like, I've locked the doors. Even driving here, like, make sure I had gas, and like, I'm taking care of you. I have food. Like, I do all these things. I check reviews on Airbnb. I like make sure that we're in a good area, all this stuff. Like, you can trust me to keep you safe. You don't have to feel scared because I got us. Like, I got myself. Do you trust me? Basically, it got to the point of trust. And this is exactly what this is saying right now too, the beginning of chapter 2. They don't trust yourself to do it. So that scared little girl, I thought she had to be on high alert. Like, if I'm not scared, then something's gonna happen. When really, myself has it taken care of. Yeah, this is amazing. So reading the Parts book, and that scared little girl inside of me, like scared when I'm sleeping in a new place and I think I'm gonna die or something. This is what it says, beginning of chapter 2. The point is the symptoms of the young stressed out parts they believe that you are still quite young and powerless. So I'm here 28 years old in an Airbnb that is completely locked and safe and fine at night, but that little girl thinks that I'm young and powerless. They often believe that they must blend the way they do. Like, basically, I become that little girl. Like, I feel like I'm 8 years old alone and on high alert. It blends with myself. They must blend or something dreadful will happen, often that you will die. Literally, yeah. This is, okay, given where they are stuck in the past, it makes sense that they would believe this. Crazy. So this is why I didn't want to travel alone at all, too. I wonder if it's the same part, the scared little girl that I felt last night, that part. I wonder if that's the same that, like, literally after I booked this trip, I kept on having thoughts that I was going to die. It is probably the same. Probably the same part. Crazy. This book is so good. And yeah, this is why I haven't traveled alone yet. I think this is gonna help my anxiety so much. This is so cool. I just met the part of myself that wants to get married and have kids. And she seems kind of like a little bit whiny. So I pictured her right next to me in this seat and did this exercise in chapter 2. So I had a conversation with her. I was like, hey, what's up? And she's like, I want to get married and I want to have kids. And I'm like, they're doing it. Like, we have to go now. Like, we have to do something. And I was like, I appreciate you so much for bringing this up. I know that this is something that you've wanted for so long, and I know that you don't want us to miss our chance. I know that you don't want us to, that you want to have a family, you want to have kids, you want to have a boyfriend and then a husband, you want to have a husband, you want to have a family. Like, thank you so much for looking out for us. Thank you so much for keeping an eye on everyone else and their status of everything. I said, you know what? You know, I'm 28 years old, because that person, I don't know, she's probably 16 or something. I said, this is like myself, which is like the core part of you, who is enough, who is kind of a leader and a healer, and really like things feel very in order and peace, calm, content when the leader, the self, is able to be shining through. So the self is talking to this part who's like, I want to get married. So the self, I said, like, I appreciate you so much. And also, I know that you want a good marriage and a family that feels good. I said, look around here, because I'm in Joshua Tree alone right now. And I was sitting at the fire pit, 4 chairs, they're all empty. And I actually, oh my gosh, I pulled a tarot card this morning at a coffee shop nearby named Maso Manos. And the tarot card was like a grandfather on this big estate looking out at like all of his kids and grandchildren, and it was all about like legacy and family and relationships and abundance of money and wealth and family. And so and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I want to like have relationships and financial like stability and stuff are like really important to me right now. Or the steps that I'm taking are to be a better version of myself, to help others, to just foster love, and also dreaming really big financially, because I want to have a family, a big family, all this stuff. So anyway, I said to that part, I know that you want a family that feels really good. And I said, let's look around. Like right now, first of all, we're here, 28 years old, like single, independent woman. I am so proud of you for being so brave and coming here and really fully enjoying this. My gosh, I'm so glad I get to experience this slice of earth. Like many women in my family haven't had this opportunity to travel alone, late 20s. Like, this is amazing. Some have, for sure. But I'm really grateful that I get to, and because I'm put in this position, I want to like thoroughly enjoy it and enjoy this peace and like ability to like just be in my own energy and do whatever I want and float around and not worry about anybody else. And it's not always going to be like this. And I think about myself at 80 years old, like I could be here and have kids and grandchildren running around, which is really cool. It's so cool to think about. Oh my gosh. And the grandma that I want to be is somebody who has these memories and who is the person that I am and am becoming because of the things that I'm doing and the ways that I'm getting out of my comfort zone and pushing myself and stuff. And so I'm explaining this all to my part, and I also say, I know because you want this great family, we want a partner who is matching and exceeding like who you are and your like intentionality and just like being intentional and taking initiative and just kind of matches you. And we're gonna meet at the right time for both of us so that we're able to be good parents and have a life that feels amazing. And I don't know, just like be parents and raise kids that just it feels good and fun and everything, because it's the right person and it's the right time. And right now we're building that person, that abundance and stuff, so that we're ready to like hold space for that. So I was like, look, there will be kids running around here before you freaking know it. And just like I built community in San Diego, I think the same is going to be for everything else in life. Like, once I have it, it's going to be like I always had it. So please, please, please enjoy this time, and no need to worry about it. Like, we are like, do you trust me to, first of all, enjoy this time, and also to make good decisions so that I'm going to be open to and like invest in the right kind of relationship, basically, to like waiting for the right person, whatever. And that kind of helped that part like relax a little, because it's like, oh wait, yeah, I do want the right person and the right time and the right family, and it's gonna happen when it happens. So yeah, basically there is so much time, and yeah, like we're kind of holding out for something good, but that part doesn't want me to miss it, or like focus so much on career, or like not focus on family or finding a partner. And I'm like, girl, I got you. We're like working on ourselves, and we're gonna like, we are magnetic. We are going to attract the person that is meant to be in our life. Like, and like, trust me, I'm not saying like I'm never getting married and I'm never having kids, so much work, so much money, all this stuff. Like, I am very protective of my energy. I am living my ideal life right now. I'm building it, and I will co-create with the right person. But right now I'm finding out like who I am, and I mean, I can do both, but basically like I'm gonna become my fullest version of myself and feel enough as I am, so that when the right partner comes along, I'm gonna be ready. I don't know. Anyway, so those kinds of things like helped that part to relax. And then I have met like 6 parts now, surprisingly, with these exercises, and not many were ready to like fully trust me and like become part of me again, like in a harmonized way. But this part was. She was like, okay, thank you, I'll back off, like I'll relax and enjoy, and like I'll come with you, like yeah, let's go, let's like live life now. The other part that did completely, or made some room, it says, to kind of combine with myself or whatever, become more in my body, I don't know, kind of like let go and relaxed, was the scared little girl. Like from yesterday, I was super scared in this house because I was like the 8-year-old version of myself, and I was like, hey, do you trust me to take care of us? Like, I got you, I'm 28 and I'm being smart and safe. And she was like, okay. But now this time, and I figured out that 8-year-old girl, when she feels safe and can relax and not feel the need to protect and like protect me from death, basically, then she's playing, she's dancing, she's exploring, she's doing puzzles, whatever. So that part was like, yeah, I'm good, let's go hiking, let's go into the park now. And so I'm excited, and I want to go to the park now. The other parts that I'll share with you, fine, I'll just share them all. No, I'm not gonna share them all. But another part that I met in this little circle that I was doing out there, again, exercise from chapter 2. Another part is the part of me, again, okay, so this is like another anxiety inducing one. this is the one who wants to make the most out of everything. And that's like probably my 16-year-old self. Like I want to enjoy and be intentional and like make the most out of every single experience and do everything I can possibly do. And I said, I appreciate you, girl. Do you trust me to make the most out of this trip? I'm 28 years old. Hello, nice to meet you. Super appreciate what you're doing. And I understand like you want me to be intentional. You want me to enjoy this trip, to get the most out of it, because you don't want me just scared and like at home texting or on Netflix the entire weekend. And you can trust me to plan a trip that feels really good, that makes you feel re-energized. The main purpose of this trip is to relax, recharge, and decompress. But girl, I know you want to go on a hike. I hear you, and I think you just want to go on a hike. And oh my gosh, that brings up, I do have a part of myself that is a little bit scared, I think. That I didn't realize, but yeah, there is a part of myself that is kind of scared to go into the park alone, which I haven't done yet, so. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna get food and then go. I need to pick the hikes too. Okay. But yeah, to kind of let that part be heard, I think it would be, she's like, I know, but can we hike? She's like, I trust you, but please can we hike? Because this other part is still kind of scared, and I feel that, and I'm feeling that, so. But besides that, it's so cool to talk to these parts. And I was also explaining, like, I get that you want to make the most of this trip, but we don't need to feel rushed and anxious about it. We can float around and make the best and be where we are and feel like we're enough and like be present and enjoy every moment where we are without feeling anxious, like, about making the most of it. So really, really cool. This might heal my entire anxiety. Is this, because the two theories I have right now about actually I guess three about anxiety. Well, one, because I used to see myself as such an anxious person, or like people would tell me that and stuff, especially after college, after COVID maybe, but during college also during high school. So I don't know. But I did the Artist's Way, and being creative, like things like this have helped so much because I'm channeling my anxiety. I'm channeling my energy. I think I had all this energy kind of stuck and not doing that. So the Artist's Way was a huge thing for anxiety. And again, better than breath work, meditation, any of that shit. Even better than acupuncture, which I do love. Acupuncture is great, but that's a band-aid, I think. For me. It can heal things, whatever, and help the energy. Same with breath work and everything, but for me, a bigger thing that has helped is the Artist's Way. Like, I feel way less anxious as I create and as I do build my business and everything. But my other theories for like the remaining anxiety, now I'm like, okay, basically a lot of it is different parts of myself. And then I'm also wondering, because of the Souls book and because of something an acupuncturist told me one time, in my past life, there might have been something where that made me anxious. Also, like, okay, I've never said this out loud to the internet. I've said this only to one friend before. My acupuncturist one time said, because I feel so sad sometimes when people leave my life, and also when restaurants close and all this stuff, like when things are taken away, I feel like very sad about it. And my acupuncturist said that in a past life, possibly like I lost everything and everyone I've ever known in like a huge traumatic event, like a fire or something. And I would like to, reading these Souls books, I'm like, that could be pretty interesting to like see somebody that could tell me about my past lives. Because I might be carrying anxiety and like fear because of that, but I honestly feel like I'm kind of processing that now. Like I'm not living, I feel like I'm not as fear-based lately, but I think there has got to be something that helped in a past life that made me so intentional and present and grateful now. Like I am so fucking intentional with everything. Like I will lose it because I know that everything is temporary. And I do feel like I'm on that second life A lot of people don't live their second life until they've had a traumatic event that like they come really close to death or something like that, and then they're like, fuck, this is the only life that I have, and then they start living in a certain way. And I've always felt like I live that way now. I'm like, I'm not fucking waiting. I'm not waiting for that to happen to start living. Like, I will start that second life today, thank you. Me at 5 years old. No, I don't know when I actually started, but that reminded me of something. Don't remember. Alrighty. Okay, bye. Sorry that I'm not recording these horizontally